Hey, I'm Nancy Cavey. I am a national ERISA and individual disability attorney, and I want to welcome you to this episode of Winning Isn't Easy. Before we get started, I'm required to tell you that this podcast is not legal advice, but I assure you that nothing will ever prevent me from giving you an easy to understand overview of the disability insurance world, the games that disability carriers play, and the ways that you can get the disability benefits you and your family deserve. I'm going to talk about three things today. First, should a disability carrier have a meaningful dialogue with you before they deny or terminate your benefits? I'm going to talk about two case studies about where a disability policyholder was denied a full, fair, and review of their claim, and talk specifically about some things that Aetna is notorious for doing. And lastly, I'm going to talk about whether a long-term disability policyholder can sue a disability insurance company for the financial harm caused by a wrongful claims denial. You ready? Let's take a break first. Welcome back to Winning Isn't Easy. Let's talk about whether or not a long-term disability policyholder or plan participant can sue the disability carrier or the plan for financial harm caused by a wrongful claim denial. Look, I know you purchased your disability policy to provide you with peace of mind if you became disabled, but what's the recourse if the disability carrier wrongfully denies your claim and you empty out your savings account, your 401k, you get a loan from your father-in-law or your mother-in-law, or you're even faced with filing bankruptcy? Can you sue them for the financial harm that they caused you? In the case of Laconia versus Lincoln, we find the answer. Laconia had a bilateral retinal detachments, and he applied for disability benefits. Lincoln said, look, you're not insured under this policy, and he appealed. 1 year later, Lincoln acknowledged that it was wrong, and for some 19 months after he applied for benefits, he finally got his money. So in that interim, he was unable to pay his living expenses, and he used his credit cards to pay the bills. He incurred high interest charges on his unpaid balances. If that wasn't enough, when he got that lump sum retro payment, the payment put him in a higher income tax bracket, and he had to pay more in income tax. Obviously, he was angry and he was upset because that wrongful claim denial cost him money. So he sued Lincoln in state court. He alleged a breach of contract, bad faith, malicious misrepresentation, gross negligence, a violation of ERISA. All except the last are classic complaints in a state law individual disability breach of contract case. But this wasn't an individual disability policy. So the question becomes, can you bring a state law claim in an ERISA claim for financial damages as a result of denial? So the answer is no. The state law will allow claims for breach of contract, bad faith, malicious misrepresentation, gross negligence, but all of those things are preempted by the ERISA law, which is a federal law. In other words, you can't bring these kinds of state law claims in a state law claim arising out of an ERISA claim. The judge also said that, look, you got your retroactive benefits. You got paid what was due under your plan, and that's all you can get under the plan because that's what ERISA provides. It doesn't provide for all of the things that you could potentially get if it was a state law claim because you had purchased your own individual disability policy. In other words, there are no extra contractual damages that are awarded despite this outrageous and improper and untimely processing of his claim for benefits. I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. If you like this episode, please leave a review, share it with your family or friends. Remember, our podcast normally will come out weekly, but we're entering the holiday season. We aren't going to be posting any new episodes until the first of the year. I wish you all happy holidays and a happy new year, and I look forward to returning in the new year with new and educational, exciting episodes about disability insurance benefits.